Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly forecast for Monday, August 1st through Sunday, August 7th. And a very special shout out to my subscribers and for those of you who like and share and comment on my videos. If you're a return viewer, meaning you come to check out my videos but you don't subscribe to my channel, would you please take the time to do that right now and click on the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload something. There's also links below in the description box. One is to my website where you can still get information even though it's kind of under construction because my web host is having problems with whatever, and I haven't been able to truly update my website. But there's something called Ask Me a Question, which is for those of you who only want to know maybe one or two things about your chart, okay? And I do want to mention that I usually cover all your aspects in the weeklies, but there is a major conjunction that's still going on. It's still in effect. And I kept saying Uranus conjunct Mars. And the aspect is all actually Mars conjunct Uranus. And believe it or not, there is a big difference in which planet is transiting and aspecting the other planet. Okay, if this were Uranus conjunct Mars, it would be a lot more potent, okay? And in a lot of ways, this conjunction is considered a hard aspect, okay? But I actually went into more detail in your monthlies, okay? So I'm not really going to cover it too much here because it was important enough to cover there, and I did touch very lightly on the moon's north node, which is in Taurus. I only use nodes and Chiron and a lot of other things, part of fortune, in personal charts, okay, not in a general reading. So anyways, on Monday, August 1st, the aspect is Mars in Taurus conjuncts Uranus in Taurus. Okay, now I'm on Tuesday, August 2nd. Venus in Cancer sextiles Uranus in Taurus. And on Wednesday, August 3rd, Venus in Cancer sextiles Mars in Taurus. Okay, so we have these two really nice sextiles, like the few days after this conjunction of Mars and Uranus. Okay, so I think it kind of tones it down a little bit. There's some kind of nice things coming out of whatever may have occurred during the conjunction on Monday in your life, okay? Don't forget, though, this aspect is in effect for a little while, so it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly working for you on the 1st, okay? So on Thursday, August 4th, Mercury moves into Virgo, and on Sunday, August 7th, Venus in Cancer trines Neptune in Pisces, and on the same day, Mars in Taurus squares Saturn in Aquarius. So let's get to your weekly forecast. Okay, so for Taurus, on Monday, August 1st, Mars in Taurus conjuncts Uranus in Taurus, all of this happening in your first house, okay, of Taurus. So you know what, I did actually cover that in your monthly forecast for August, a lot more detail. So you might want to listen to it there. Okay, give that a listen. Because on Tuesday, August 2nd, Venus in Cancer in your 3rd house sextiles Uranus transiting in Taurus in your 1st house. And the next day, on August 3rd, Wednesday, Venus again in Cancer sextiles Mars transiting in your 1st house in Taurus. So whatever may have occurred, you know, or may even still be in effect for a little while, you do have these really nice transits, sextiles, that are aspecting the very planets that are conjuncting one another, okay? And the sextiles from your 3rd house of your everyday life, okay? Your, you know, the people and places you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day. Planets have already been here. You know, Venus is still here up until like the 10th. So you're still having like nice, pleasant conversations with people that you run into while you're out grocery shopping or whatever, you know, or your neighbors, or this is also the house of siblings and cousins. But there could actually be, this is the communication and travel house also. So could possibly have, I don't want to say that one last opportunity, but you could have an unexpected opportunity to do a little bit of traveling, a road trip of some kind possibly, or to do something fun within your own area, attend some kind of event or whatever that happens at this time of year, like a fair or something, you know, a street fair or arts festival of some kind or something or other. But you could also have just very nice conversations or hear from someone and have like a really interesting phone call, you know, that from like an old friend. It could be somebody current, but it's just a very pleasant, I'd have to say a pleasant surprise, okay? On Sunday, August 7th, Venus again, okay, in your 3rd house in Cancer, trines Neptune, transiting in your 11th house of Pisces. And on the same day, Mars in Taurus in your 1st house squares Saturn, transiting in Aquarius in your 10th house. So, very nice transits, actually. I think this Venus trine Neptune thing to your 11th house of your friends and, you know, your sociability. This is like hanging out with your friends or even just socializing on social media. The square from Mars in your 1st house to Saturn in your 10th house of your career and your public persona. I'd have to say that, you know, you're just not letting something occur within your career or even your public life in some way or other that may be possibly out there being speculated on social media as to whatever you're up to or what are you doing. You know, you're kind of like taking control of your reputation. I think that's what it is. No matter who likes it or not. You know what I mean? Like, you could be, if you work for other people, there could be a higher up there that is always seems to be blocking your way. They're afraid that you're going to get ahead of them, maybe even get their job after a while. So this could be one of those times, but you're not really putting up with it. So it's not like a big deal, not a whole lot to worry about. You're just looking out for yourself. Okay, so for Leo, on Monday, August 1st, Mars in Taurus conjunct Uranus in Taurus in your 10th house of your career, where you have Taurus. Okay, I covered this in your monthly forecast in a lot more detail than I would be doing here, okay? So you're going to have to go there to listen to it, okay? But I have to say, okay, now remember your 10th house is your most public house in your chart. Whatever occurs could possibly happen in public, okay? Or on social media in a post, you know. Maybe somebody could put up a picture of you or something that maybe you don't like. You know, maybe, whatever. You know, you don't like it. Maybe you don't like the picture of yourself or you don't like the fact that somebody did that. But you know what? Everybody else does. So that's the catch here, okay? You may not like something, but I believe you are becoming a media darling, okay? Because on Tuesday, August 2nd, okay, Venus in Cancer in your 12th house sextiles Uranus in Taurus in your 10th house. And on August 3rd, Wednesday, Venus again in Cancer in your 12th house sextiles Mars in your 10th house of Taurus. So you're getting like a lot of help more or less behind the scenes. Having this Venus in your 12th house here, it does denote kind of like a secret admirer, you know. Maybe, you know, something like that is coming out at this time even. And it could be coming out in public, or someone could just like express their admiration for you. Or, you know, it could be like a pleasant surprise though. That whatever is occurring, something that may have happened in your public life or in your career that ends up being common knowledge that maybe you were like, you know, like didn't want it to be out there because you wanted more control over, you know, what the public saw and knew, right? But I think it's going to end up being something like really nice and actually works in your favor, okay? Makes you even more popular. Okay, anyway, On Sunday, August 7th, Venus in Cancer in your 12th house trines Neptune, transiting in your 8th house of Pisces. And on the same day, Mars in Taurus in your 10th house squares Saturn, transiting in your 7th house of Aquarius. So we've got, again, nice transit from Venus in your 12th house of secrets and hidden matters, and very pleasant transit there. Nice daydreams. Trying to Neptune in your 8th house of other people's money and resources means that, I believe somebody's making a lot of things available to you in your career, to help you in your career, or some kind of partnership that you have at this time. The square from Mars in your 10th house of your career or your public reputation, even your personal life pretty much, squaring Saturn in your 7th house of close relationships and partnerships, just means, again, that like you're looking out for yourself. You're not putting up with, let's say, like a business arrangement that isn't working out the way you would like it to. You're making necessary changes there, especially there's a full moon on the 11th, so maybe this is leading up to that. You're making changes in some kind of close relationship. It could be romantic or even a close friend, okay, that you're just arranging things the way you would like them to be, okay. So for Sagittarius, on Monday, August 1st, Mars in Taurus conjunct Uranus in Taurus in your 6th house where you have Taurus. And like all the others, I did cover this in more detail in your monthly forecast, so you'll have to listen to it there, okay? This could have been like, kind of like an explosive transit, not sure which way it's going to go, good, bad, or in between, whatever. But on Tuesday, August 2nd, Venus in Cancer in your 8th house sextiles Uranus in your 6th house of Taurus. And on Wednesday, August 3rd, Venus again in Cancer in your 8th house sextiles Mars in Taurus in your 6th house. Okay? So you've got these really nice sextiles from Venus the next 2 days after this transit occurs. And it's really helpful. Okay? Venus in your 8th house of other people's money and resources means that people are more willing to help you or share with you. Okay, so there could have been something that happened like within the workplace with a coworker, or the work that you do, period, from this transit of Mars conjunct Uranus that, was very unexpected. But these sextiles from Venus in your 8th house is bringing help in some way, or it's easing it down, or it's actually complementing it and making it work. Could have been something very unpredictable that occurred with the Mars conjunct Uranus transit, but it actually turned out to be good. It's for the better. Okay, so don't be surprised if you even just get money. It's not just resources, it could be money. Help financially in finishing some kind of project that you're doing, a creative project or whatever it is that you do for a living. Now, you might still have your day job, and that's how you bring in the bucks, but there's some kind of side venture that you should have been working on by now. Okay, having the planet Uranus here, as long as it's been already, it's already urged you to find a better way of not just earning a living and in an interesting way, but in a way that you get to really be yourself. Okay, so on Sunday, August 7th, Venus in Cancer in your 8th house trines Neptune, transiting in your 4th house of Pisces, and on the same day, Mars in Taurus in your 6th house squares Saturn, transiting in your 3rd house of Aquarius. So still very nice things happening within your home and even in your neighborhood. Okay, the trine from your 8th house to your 4th house is, maybe somebody giving you something possibly for your home. Not a big object or not a big deal. It could be somewhere down the line, but it looks like maybe you're being gifted with something to beautify your home or something that you've always wanted. Okay, but I'd have to say it's like a small thing, whatever. But the square from Mars in your 6th house to your 3rd house where you have Saturn, not a very big deal either. You know, there could be someone in your life, I'd have to say, because this is the house of service, the 6th house also. 3rd house is your neighbors and your siblings and cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff like that. There could be somebody there, you know, that really leans on you a little bit too heavily. Is always hitting you up for a favor, wanting you to do this or that for them. It's like an ongoing thing. Maybe that's ending now. Maybe it's time to end something like that. You know, or change the arrangement to where you're not maybe there all the time, spending as much time as you have been, helping a neighbor, a sibling, you know, a cousin or somebody or other. Okay. Could even be a coworker though, that you're like maybe carrying the weight for them, you know, in some way or other. Okay, so for Pisces on Monday, August 1st, Mars in Taurus in your 3rd house conjunct Uranus in Taurus in your 3rd house. Okay, and you guys, your monthly forecast will be up later. Okay, so everyone else, I pretty much covered this aspect in their monthly forecast, but for you, I'm going to cover it right now. This is a hard conjunction in some ways, just because it's energy that you're not sure exactly where it's going to go. Usually a lot of good comes out of stuff like this because it's breaking up the monotony, or something that's been ongoing that should have been changed, you know, should have been done away with or whatever, or done differently all along. And this is occurring in your 3rd house of your everyday life. Okay. First, I want to say that electrical appliances and objects that you use, even your cell phone, okay, but also your car, you know, could act up at this time, possibly break down. This is also the house of communication and travel. Okay, so something very unusual could happen to you while traveling. You know, you don't even have to be like going away anywhere, just in regular everyday travel. Okay. Also, communications though too. You could get, you know, some kind of different kind of mail, regular postal mail. Kind of bizarre, possibly. You may even get someone else's mail by accident. This is also like the perfect aspect for someone sending a text to someone or an email to someone other than you, but you're the one on the receiving end of this communication. It wasn't meant for you, and it may even be about you. Okay, so oops, someone slipped up, huh? So, but it wasn't you, okay? Or you could just be having a normal everyday conversation with someone, and it could get explosive, okay? Because you find that, I don't know, this person just really acts like, I don't know, offended by anything you do or say, okay? So it's just something to look out for. But this is sudden communications, possibly that... could be kind of bizarre. You could actually even hear from someone that you haven't heard from, I don't know, since you graduated from high school or something. Whatever. Okay, so that's like some of the things. But you could also, though, this is the social media house. Something, again, could occur there. That's very easy on a normal everyday basis, right? To be in conversation with someone, or commenting on a post, or someone commenting on your post, or something like that. Okay, so stuff like this happens all the time. So don't be surprised if, you know, you get a lot of reaction to something that you post or that you write, even in an email. Okay, but what's really nice is on Tuesday, August 2nd, Venus in Cancer in your 5th house sextiles Uranus, transiting in your 3rd house of Taurus. And on Wednesday, August 3rd, Venus in Cancer in your 5th house sextiles Mars in Taurus in your 3rd house. So both Uranus and Mars in your 3rd house, okay, and Taurus are being sextiled by Venus in your 5th house of fun. fun and romance, games, sports, entertainment of any kind, gambling, children, all kinds of stuff, dancing, going to see a play, drama, whatever, okay? So whatever may happen on that conjunction of Mars and Uranus on the 1st, and it's in effect for a while anyway, these two very nice sextiles come along and kind of like take care of it. You know, it's probably something to be laughed about, not taken too seriously. Whatever happens actually comes out like for the better. It's all for the better, and you end up benefiting by whatever may occur from that conjunction. Okay, so on Sunday, August 7th, Venus in Cancer in your 5th house trines Neptune, transiting in your 1st house of Pisces, and on the same day, Mars in Taurus in your 3rd house squares Saturn, transiting in your 12th house of Aquarius. So not a bad thing at all. Very nice trine to your 1st house of yourself, your outer persona, how the world sees you and views you, okay? So very pleasant, okay? But this square from your 3rd house, where you have Uranus transiting to Saturn in your 12th house, not a big deal at all. It's just somebody could say something to you that makes you a little bit insecure, or maybe upset, or questioning yourself. But you have to look at the source of whomever is saying this to you, because they're probably like this with everybody, very critical. It could be a relative, I'd have to say an aunt or uncle. You know how they always have to put their 2 cents in there, even though no one ever asks for it. Okay, so someone can make some kind of snide comment to you, and but other people just rush in to stick up for you anyway, so I just really wouldn't even worry about it.